5 or 10
April 1st, their meeting.
mayoral council members.
Sure, yeah.
And then it will always work with 10, with majority vote within them. They will try to, have consensus, but lacking consensus or near consensus, it will be decided by majority.
I just read.
Even people who are opposed to what they are doing, what the majority agrees, would know what they are doing. And if they don't like it, they would tell everybody, the world. So it helps transparency. It will help transparency.
I just read a book on Swiss direct democracy. The Swiss, they have a 7-president
Right.
federal council.
Right, exactly.
There's one technical president, but it rotates.
I mean,
like on a
is
yearly
the
basis
president the
between
head of
the-
state and head of government at the same time?
in Switzerland?
Yes. They don't have a prime minister under
No,
the,
no, they don't have a
which
prime
means
minister.
the head.
Presidential system, but it's like a body instead of a person.
Oh,
The problem is with our federal government, everything is, what you're describing would require amendments to the Constitution. We could probably,
You can do it locally.
it could be done locally without constitutional amendments, but.
Well, you might still have to change the city charter if you want to
State
do it in the
government
city.
and city government.
Right, but I think changing the city, doing it on a local level is going to be a hell of a lot easier.
let's assume we wanted the state government of Vermont to change to what you want. Good idea. Maybe Vermont will agree. But we have to start with something like Vermont, not even New York State, because there is a state government, and the New York City cannot do what the state constitution and the state government does not allow it to do.
Karen was talking a few weeks ago that Peoria, Indiana, or
Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois actually has proportional representation in their city government.
Oui.
So I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if they have a single. I think
Sam?
they still have one single mayor, but they do have.
Yeah.
It's like one of the
I
only
can't hear
places
you.
where there is proportional
Yeah,
representation.
we are dealing with several issues, but what is trying to focus technically on a very limited
Sam?
aspect for a start.
Are
If
you
we start
talking to Cecilia?
discussing this, we can go to the next step.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you, okay,
I'm still editing.
please.
hi.
I'm editing.
That was the strangest thing.
Wait, was it a pocket call?
It may have been, because all I can hear him saying is, I was one of the people who was arrested 6 months ago. I was like, why are you calling to tell me that?
Today is a March.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I just spoke with him 5 minutes ago, and he said he was on his way, so the fact that and I already knew that anyway, so why is he calling to tell me
He's
this?
talking to
It's
somebody
like-
else.
Are people at the park right now?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Maybe we should walk over to. Do you have the? Is everything ready to go for a larger
No,
scale
no,
test?
it's not ready to go because we have to put in the text.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
So, right, that was the,
Yeah.
This
yeah.
text?
Well, we just have to.
no, the instructions, and then what people are voting for, and then we
Oh,
provide
okay.
them a pamphlet. We have pamphlets?
This is the pamphlet.
Oh, pamphlet.
But since we're only doing a test, this is only a test pamphlet.
Yes. But do we know what are they voting on?
I was thinking.
I thought we decided that already.
Well, you.
No, I mean, we have the list of items.
Because you had said, I think
No, we didn't.
you proposed that we do like, how do you identify yourself, right? As a Republican, Democrat, blah blah blah. You know, right?
Yes.
I think we should do it like I think we should tweak it a little bit and say like this. Your standard poll/survey question is if the presidential election, they call it the generic ballot. If the presidential election were held today, which candidate would you vote for? The Republican, the Democrat? Instead of asking people how they identify, asking them who they would.
Actually, that's the way I was asking.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood then.
It wasn't about identification,
Oh,
because
okay.
that's not really a vote.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
would be easier to ask for whom did you vote in 2008. That is very unambiguous. Whom are you going to vote? I do not know who is running yet. I do not know which party.
No, but that's already determined, right?
What?
Who they voted for in 2008.
Oh, you're talking about the question.
Yeah, the
And then you're giving them a choice of name and make sure that none of them are realistic. You don't know candidates, but all of them are identifiable ideologically.
Yeah.
So you can say, Nancy Pelosi.
No, we're actually, I don't think we should
And-
use names. We should just use,
I think we should
the
use
generic ballot, like
parties.
the Democrat, the Republican, the Green.
Because we want a wider range of, you know, the working families party, the Green Party, the Communist Party, what, you know.
But there
so
is
we
a
have
point there, because I tell you, I'm not going to vote for the Green, even though I love them, because I'm a realist. I'm going to vote for the Democrat.
But you might approve of the Greens and the Democrats.
Yeah, I may put the Green at my number one. You know, if I have a single run of voting, okay, but if it was held today, and I had only one choice under it would be, let's say, the Democrat. If I have five choices, it would be the Socialist, the Green, the Democrat.
Right, but the experiment is going to give you several different ways of choosing your candidate. It's not going to just be the plurality. It's not going to just ask you for one.
Correct.
You know, so that's kind of.
Yeah, so it says choose one, and immediately you have to understand
Should we do it?
and something else.
What is it, the party?
I'm in New York,
Yeah, I
which
guess
is
so.
not a battleground state.
Right.
I can vote my conscience
Right,
all I
right,
want.
right.
If I were in Ohio, 1 minute.
Right.
So there is a problem. If I were in Ohio, I'd vote for the Democrat. If I'm in New York, I vote for
Oh,
the
we have to
Socialist.
randomize it
Right,
too.
right.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the random
Yeah,
one?
I know.
and the real
I
life
know,
situation.
which is why we
order
need to change
in which
the
they
system,
appear.
for that very reason.
Yeah, we understand, but we're asking them questions. We understand all of the nuances. So asking them,
Can I say something on that?
not whom you want, whom would you like to be president? Whom would you most like to be president?
Just
That's a
the
good
order
question. And then I
Will
can
always be the
say,
same, so what do you put in, or always be the same way?
Yeah, but we need to randomize that order.
I just want to say one
I mean,
thing.
randomize it.
I was
The way
thinking
the way we enter it.
of proposing to the Greens and maybe even to Socialists, I don't know if
Do you
they're
have dice, anything?
putting up any candidates or anything.
Just thinking, just
They should,
kind of
the
thing.
members should continue
Thank you for joining
to
us.
have their power.
Sorry, guys. There was a little parade over
But
by.
at the same time,
Wait, what was it?
they could infiltrate the Democratic Party to try to nominate one of their people
Sati,
as Democrat.
you're not being original. There are quite a few organizations that are doing it,
Which-
like Progressive Democrats of America. Progressive Democrats of America are fairly independent. They do what they want. They
Yeah.
support this, they don't support that. But they consider themselves part of the Democratic Party for many purposes, for functioning inside the Democratic Party.
Even if the Greens do and the Occupy does, then the
Constitution?
Democrats will
they're
have
like a
larger,
far right conservative party.
I agree with you,
Okay.
but many of those people
we-
believe the Democrats are such a corrupt entity that being associated with them,
it's not the Democrat as a whole, but it's the Democratic Party nominee.
Sati, I agree with you. The point
Let me
is, it's their
finish.
mindset.
Nominee who wants to win
You're arguing, just to.
Yeah,
win
we're-
election.
I thought you were the security guard from behind because I saw the bun. You know, the
Yeah,
sadomasochistic one.
Thanks a lot.
I was like,
You
oh my
thought I
God.
was the sadomasochistic Nazi guard?
Yeah, I was like,
That
oh my God, she's
patrols
joined us.
60
She's
walk.
come over to the other side. How does it feel,
Jesus.
baby?
Thanks a lot there,
I'll be
Sam.
this, so I'll be the bag shaker.
Why did you call me to tell me that you had gotten arrested 6 months ago? Why did you
No,
call me?
I didn't know. I thought you guys maybe. I wanted to
Pick one.
march.
Don't look inside
Because
the
it was a
bag,
march
just
to
pick one.
commemorate
Piece of
the
paper.
6-month
There's
anniversary.
something for me
of-
to pick.
Yeah, one piece
The
of paper.
Brooklyn
I'm looking for
Right,
something.
That's why I was like, damn, I want to go.
Got it.
Just give it to
Well, we could, what,
Thank you.
number one.
What am I doing? Screw you. I don't like this, bro. What am I picking?
give it to me.
You're gonna random pick. Oh,
Random.
Wait, I don't know how this works. Okay.
Anybody want to do a report back on
Yes,
last
more.
week and how you guys,
I swear to God, oh, here they are. I got it. I got it.
You want
anybody?
to point one?
I didn't know if I had more than one.
Sati.
I can't read that.
Is that what you just did?
I have no
And the
idea.
glasses are right in front of me. I just don't want to
But
put
it
them
is, you have
on.
to reach for
Pick
the.
one without looking.
Yes, I'm not supposed to read. I just gave it to him, and that's
You
it.
can't look. Where the fuck is it?
Fucking right there. You can't look.
Are you recording
It
this?
has to be random. Yes, we are recording this.
Where the what?
Libertarian.
Libertarian.
Am I supposed to say it? Who wrote this?
What's it about?
We're randomly picking, because we have to randomly put in the items.
Libertarian.
Otherwise, it's
What does this say?
Otherwise, it's not random.
Socialist.
Oh, yes.
You can look
And
at
what's the other one?
Constitution Party.
it's in
Democrat.
the corner. It's in the corner. No peeking.
Anybody got any items for the agenda?
Yes, I have items of the agenda that may or may not be relevant. And one of them I'm going to bring up.
Okay,
Having-
anybody have any report backs?
We have two more.
I
I
have
have
a
item for
report
the
back.
agenda.
We have two more.
You have an item for
Yeah,
agenda,
I mean,
proposal.
A proposal.
What is it, in one word?
Listserv.
Anybody else? You have anything? Anything you want to
Last
propose?
one,
Besides marriage? You have something on the agenda?
Last one.
Yeah,
Or anything you want to report back?
infiltrate Democratic Party.
We are the resistance.
No, you know what you're talking.
Let me explain.
Back to the admin.
You want to
We're looking for one word.
The only thing I
It's,
I have
he's
report
free.
back. I have
Well, here's how it works. You're going to just discuss it today. We're going to, if you have any handouts, that's great. And then we come back next week and discuss it after we've had a chance to digest. Infill.
And research.
No, there's 4 user messages we have to.
Yeah.
I have another one.
Anybody else?
Yes. Name change.
You want to change your name from Itzhak?
No, not my name, not from Yitzhak to Adolf, but from politics and intellectual reform to,
Israeli
No,
reform?
Iran.
Drug, sex, and rock and roll.
Name change.
What am I going to tell him? I'm not going to tell him the alternative name
I'm
that
done
I
with the
want.
drugs, though.
report back what happened in your item.
By the way, I will
Well,
probably,
yeah.
by the way, my proposal will be just proposal that we were not going to discuss, but just know that I put them on the table so we'll
What's your name?
think of them.
Okay.
What's wrong with the current? I'm not.
I'll tell you what's wrong with
It's like
it.
so pointless.
Hermes.
No,
No,
it will take a minute or two, and that's it,
Egyptian,
and we're going to
isn't
move on. We are not going to consent on it, okay?
All right,
I just wanna-
can you stop now? Can we get the meeting going? Don't ignore him, each other.
I think we need to do, I think we need to
Be
have a
formal.
stack taker and.
Formal,
and
right?
I think a
Okay.
little, because we're, you know.
Yeah,
a
we're getting
nine-size
crazy.
group, and
You see what you've done?
It's going to be insane.
Okay.
a lot of hair pulling.
Anybody want, if we want to introduce ourselves? Everybody know?
No, I think, I don't know this
Okay,
gentleman.
Sam?
Yitzhak,
Cecilia?
Stefan?
Tim?
Sati,
Hermes.
Sati, Sati.
Sati, very nice to meet you.
Would one of you guys mind just telling me or reporting back a brief summary of last week's meeting? Because you did some stuff with the voting experiment, I'm guessing. I wasn't there, so I heard it was a brief meeting, so if you could just maybe
Yeah,
fill in.
it wasn't,
We
We
had
just-
a photo shoot with some of the Green presidential candidates.
no, that was 2 weeks
Oh, that was
ago.
I don't know what we did. So
No,
I
last
haven't
week
taken my
we're,
drugs lately. so-
last week
How
we
far
were,
did you get? I'm sorry.
we were just, basically just took a look at it because there was a glitch or, with the program so that we couldn't, you
Right.
tell him, I can't.
Right,
tell
so
him.
last week, just a week ago, we got together, we were gonna look at the program, but there was a glitch with the program, so we couldn't try to fix the bug. And the bug appears to be fixed. I fixed the bug
Okay, beautiful.
and
So
finished
we-
up with the program, the platform.
Can we actually do an experiment this
Right,
week?
so it's ready for testing.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we got 7 people here, we should have
It's probably not
a
ready
little
for
bit.
the full experiment because we still need to find out, make sure there's no bugs. Right
No
now, we're
problem.
doing the test.
But we've made progress.
We're gonna do the test on the real people.
Yeah,
Anybody?
we can go over to the park. Get a bigger group.
They just left.
Yeah,
But,
so that was
okay.
a short
I have
meeting.
a question.
Because we were at the town hall.
What, just
One-
go
one
back to
thing.
admin? That's safe.
Anybody mind if I facilitate it?
And then it's safe.
No,
no,
Okay. Who is going to do minutes? You're doing live minutes, right?
That's a dare.
Stefan?
Yeah, we're
Minutes.
recording minutes.
Okay. Anybody want to do time?
I don't have a proper.
I don't have a proper either.
My
Time here.
You'll do
phone
time?
is-
Hermes, right? And Cecilia, would you care to do staff? You want to do, would you mind?
No, why are you asking me?
No, because you have a book and a pen.
Yeah, I'll do stack.
Good.
This way you'll keep him in check. Cecilia. Okay. Any report backs otherwise?
I have a report back. I don't know if it really qualifies as a report back, but I went to the Brennan Center for Justice on Thursday to attend a forum on campaign finance reform in New York State, and it was really, really interesting.
What was the name of the forum? I'm sorry.
It was a
Campaign finance?
campaign finance reform, specifically in New York State. Apparently, there is a, not surprisingly, because of the governor had included his desire for it in his State of the State. And there seems to be now more than ever a real possibility that this could happen in New York State. And if it happens in New York State, that's the sort of the bellwether for you know for it happening in other
Sure.
states, and you know it'll be a sort of a trickle down, for excuse the expression, but
Reagan,
yeah.
Reagan rise from the dead and trickle.
Yeah. The statistics that they cited were really not surprising, but they were startling nonetheless. The kinds of money that's spent in the current system and who is spending it, and the numbers of people that are excluded in the process because most of us are not billionaires. So it was really, it was a five-person panel, and there was one business leader there who, what was his name? I don't remember his name now. Michael Petro, and he had said something about Mitch McConnell had, in 1999, had sent letters to the people, he heads up this business group, business leaders, and this guy, yeah. And Mitch McConnell had sent letters to members of his organization telling them to resign from the organization because they supported, because the organization supported campaign finance reform. Mitch McConnell did that, so it's.
So I'm not following you.
He-
Mitch
this guy-
McConnell was against campaign finance, is
Of
what
course.
Yeah.
Not only
Yeah,
that,
yeah. So this group, I mean, these are business leaders, and the group had offered its support of campaign finance reform in New York State, and Mitch McConnell wrote them letters and said, you know, you're off the list unless you resign from this group. So I mean, it's
Wow.
really it's scary.
You would
some
think
of
it would be
shit
the
that
other
they
way
pull.
around, right?
Yeah.
So it's a Republican group?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's business leaders, so they're mostly
no,
Republican.
they're Democratic businesses.
But
But you go to the Republicans in that group.
this, the other thing was, just very quickly, a woman named Zephyr Teachout, actually is her name, said that the matching fund system has already been determined to be constitutional, which apparently was a question, so.
Has been determined to be
It's been determined to be constitutional, so.
By who?
So,
By who, yeah.
I'm actually not sure, but she is a law professor, and that's what she said, so. I mean, I've got other things here.
Yeah, they might disagree, right?
But, anyway, it was great, it was informative, and these people are really, 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 really excited about it and really pushing for it. So it looks like this is our last best chance of getting this done.
Getting
One
what?
second.
Campaign, public financing, a matching fund, which would be sort of based on the New York City model, which is 6-to-1 matching, $175, small donations by a larger number of people, and the first $175 is matched 6-to-1. So it's
So they're suggesting like a kiddie fund. I hate to use that word because it's a lot more than a kiddie fund. But all the public donations goes into a fund, or you donate directly?
No, you donate directly to say you're running for for state senator.
Right.
And I give you $175.
Right.
The state is going to match that $175 6 times to you.
So where is the state's funds coming from? Is taxes?
From the taxpayers.
So just, we'll just delete it.
Wait, one second, before we
the
go any
limit?
further, I'm
doesn't
sorry.
make the message.
Everybody knows the hand signals, right? Okay, so we don't interrupt and speak over each other.
Yeah, which we've already.
You wanna, okay.
All right, so that's the end of my report back.
So what's the $165, $175 limit?
Is there a
No,
limit?
no.
If you contribute $5, then the state would give
There,
35?
that's a very good question. There is a limit, and it actually might be, well,
No, there's no limit. We're talking about the New York City system.
You know, the order.
And what they're going to do in New York, in the state, not necessarily 6, not necessarily 175, but the same kind of system in the city.
Is there a limit to how much you can donate? though?
Exactly, I'm answering that question. If you donate $175, the city fund gives that candidate election campaign 6 times that much. If you donate $200,000, the city gives them 6 times the 175. No, it's not.
Yeah, but
You don't like it, but that's how it is. The point is, you can donate more than 175, but the matching fund will only multiply the 175. So
Or less?
or less. Sorry, you're right. Or less. That's the city system.
yeah, but I think there has to be a limit, because
Yeah.
There is
otherwise,
no
what's
limit.
the point?
Right.
The point is as follows. I am a rich guy.
Anyway, I
Wait,
don't
wait,
want
no,
she was
I'm-
just
I'm
giving a
discussing
report
with what the
back.
point-
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
let's.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
Cecilia,
yeah.
this is the system.
Okay,
I've been,
very good, thank you.
I've been,
Any other report backs? We're ready to move ahead with this.
We're gonna move ahead with the voting platform. It's ready for-
Cecilia, did you get any further with the texts for that?
Yeah.
It's all done?
It's finished.
Okay,
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry, I forgot you weren't there last week. Yeah, it's finished.
okay, beautiful.
the text for what?
Tim,
For
did you have
each of
anything
the
you were
voting
working on,
methods.
what is it?
This is draft text for a pamphlet for the voting experiment.
Okay, beautiful. Is that open for discussion today? Would
I
you
brought
like-
it here for
Do you have,
feedback and
do you have
edits.
copies of it?
I only have 5 copies.
So we could share, but
Yeah, here's one.
do you want to get into it now, or?
I already handed them out before kind of we started up officially, but people can take a look at it or whatever, just write down
Or,
suggestions and give them
You
back.
can look at mine even though I marked it up.
okay.
You can look at, I marked it up, but you can look at it.
I'm sorry, any feedback on the,
Sam,
find a way to.
Yeah, yeah, you had a point of
hold this
process.
down?
Go ahead.
everybody, did we decide in which order we are discussing this thing?
What
So you put
thing?
all the messages?
Oh, the agenda.
The agenda item.
Well, we're going to do report backs for now. and
Oh,
then
we are,
once-
we are still on report
Yes,
back,
yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
sorry.
That's why.
This is report, I thought we were
Well,
going
is
to.
this a proposal, or is this,
This is proposed draft text for the pamphlet to accompany this thing when we're going out and when we're doing the
We're
experiment.
gonna get it.
It's just going to be, if we say we're doing this at a table at a town square event, this would be one of the things, the stack of papers on the table.
Yeah.
To explain the experiment a little bit, people who might be interested.
should we take it home, read it over, and discuss it next week, or no?
Do that, or if you want to do it right now.
You want to take 5 minutes to read it, guys?
I've read it
No,
already,
no.
but you go ahead.
This is a discussion item. It should be an agenda item rather than,
A report back, that's
rather
right.
than a report back.
Yeah, it's not a report.
Yeah, so I'll put you down on,
It should be a major agenda item, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, any other report backs? You want to talk about,
Should we say tell outside?
and corporate
to
personhood,
dismiss?
anything from there you want to share?
Any instructions?
Town hall's
Oh, yeah.
coming up, yes. Thank you. Town hall's coming up next
Another
week.
separate line.
Don't side conversations, please. We have 2 town halls coming up next week on,
Where?
for public campaign Finance.
Where?
One in Brooklyn, one in Manhattan. Brooklyn is Wednesday, Manhattan is Thursday. We need bodies. You probably
Yeah, I
have
have
this.
it. Just give it to
We
me.
need bodies. So please, 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 please come and show your support for campaign finance reform.
April 5th is Thursday? Yeah.
The Manhattan one is Thursday, the Brooklyn one is Wednesday. We are hoping to, the format is going to be,
OWS friendly.
is a little bit, it is OWS friendly. There's some question as to exactly how it's going to be handled, but my understanding is there's going to be sort of breakout groups, and then within those breakout groups, there will be discussion at which point we will have opportunity to speak, and then I guess, much like we do with Occupy, somebody will then, report back from the breakout group. But we strongly feel that the larger the Occupy presence, the better.
Is this an Occupy event, or Occupy is just there?
No, Occupy is just there. This is not an Occupy
Who's
event.
sponsoring it again?
Let me check.
Uh,
I think
yes.
it's Citizen Action.
Correct.
Okay.
Because the guy from Citizen Action made a presentation to us.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Citizen Action that's sponsoring it. Yeah, it doesn't say that on here, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Citizen Action, because a staff member of theirs did speak to the subgroup
Yeah,
a
he
few
was at the
weeks.
Brennan Center also,
Yeah,
Jesse was, yeah.
So he was there.
Stefan, any progress on website?
It's up. It's up. I need feedback. If people want it. If people don't want it, then
And
it expires after
How
a
does the
year.
group feel about that?
First, that's it.
So again, the original members, the original people that requested a website in order to put content are no longer with us. So,
Where I hear?
but the original people that said that we need a separate site for loading content.
How can we access it? What is the,
PaERcom.net.
It's up and running.
It's up and running. There's a wiki.
PAER.
There's got some links. PaERcom.net. PaERcom.
PaER.com. No, PaER.
PAERcom.
PaERcom.net. N-E-T.
Okay.
.net. Okay.
We have a wiki. It's working.
A wiki working?
Own wiki. Separate from Wikipedia. So if anybody wants to do anything with it, let me know. If not, it'll expire within a year. And I'll just let it
Okay,
die.
I'll look at it very quickly.
You guys want to,
Group site.
you guys want to do a voting experiment?
Who speaks for
Happy birthday.
Yeah, this one.
That's not good.
It's April Fools. Maybe he was joking. Are we doing an experiment now?
We could. Or hold on, I'm just.
That's on the agenda, I assume.
That's all for, does anybody else have anything they want to report back?
I have a question.
I have just Occupy New Haven. I don't know if it's.
Sure, we want to talk about it for a minute?
Yeah. They was about to be evicted 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago, and we go there to show support. And the judge gave them 3 more weeks. And last Wednesday was the date he was supposed to be look at it. They give them again 10 days. That's one of the 40 occupations we still have ongoing.
Where was this?
New Haven.
Are they occupying public space?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And that's a big occupation. That's a very big one. They have many things happening there.
Cool.
We need to reestablish.
We tried. We got arrested. We got beat down more than arrested. I got thrown to the fucking ground like an animal. Anyway, whatever.
Very graphic.
Like fucking zoo animals. That's
Any other report backs? Anybody
I
else?
actually have a report back.
Again.
Again, I ran into somebody from Occupy at the Brennan Center, and he is now involved in a group that he is identifying as Occupy.
Who is?
This guy,
Is it Eric?
no, but he says he does not, Mark Green is now with his group, and
Occupy New York.
Van Jones, and I asked him when are they meeting? He's calling himself the 99% something or other.
Candidate?
Do you know who Mark Green is? Mark Green
The
is like the
99% declaration?
perpetual candidate. He's run for everything in
Right,
New York.
right, yeah, yeah.
And
It's kind of like Julie Stein. No, I'm kidding.
No. He held public office
so he did. He was an advocate or something, but at any rate.
or something.
And he said, so I said, well, when do you meet? And he said, well, it's not a regular meeting. We just meet when we want to meet. And I said, well, how do I find out? Are you on NYCGA? And he goes, we don't recognize the authority of the General Assembly.
Oh, that must be the 99% declaration group.
That's who it is.
99% declaration.
But they're identifying as Occupy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So what is that about?
Background on that
Okay,
is
you
that
explain.
I'm not sure what the history of the 99% declaration group was. They may have been like a small group from upstate New York, I think, who pre-existed
Did
OWS.
they visit our meeting one time? That was the chick that, she was running for some public office. She was a mayor or, not
No,
a mayor.
I don't think she was with the 99% declaration group. She was running as a write-in candidate.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She visited our group.
She facilitated that day, right? That woman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think so, but maybe, for all I know. But in any case, this group, they proposed that like a national Congress in Philadelphia to
July
draft like a set of grievances, you know, bringing together people from Occupy all over the country, blah blah blah, and then. There was a lot, and then like there were a lot of people who were really who didn't like the way they went about, the way they were, like their style or their whatever, what have you, and there was a big falling out between them and like OWS, specifically NYCGA.net, because one day their group's page disappeared from the website, and one of the guys from that group like was just like, oh, this is a big conspiracy to silence our group, blah blah blah. But it turned out someone inside the group had deleted their page, and admins at that time, site admins, didn't even have the power to do that, and I don't know, it was this big long to do, and then they left, but then they came back, so I don't really know. That's my
yesterday
nickel summary.
at the
You want to take
GA,
stock?
Yesterday at the GA, it was a proposal from Occupy Philly about this national gathering. And they explicitly say that they oppose themselves. They are opposed from the declaration of the 99%. But they want us to do Occupy meeting, a national gathering at Philly on July 4th.
July 4th, yeah.
Yeah, for just yesterday at the GA.
You're up.
The only issue is Muslim, because from what I heard, they are being run by one person. From what I've heard, they are very, very non-horizontal. And
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly the point. So, and the point is, and they believe that they have the right to make declarations on behalf of OWS to an extent that no other group even direct action. I mean, they're really pretty extreme, and they called for this convention in Philadelphia and everything in the name of OWS. So they're really pariahs almost everywhere inside OWS.
Although I think they got their page back on the NYCGA.net, I feel like a month or two ago.
It's there.
Okay, are we up for the experiment?
Don't we have other items in the agenda? Did we decide in which order?
Yeah, well, those are proposals, but you want to do that first, or?
Maybe we should do that last, because
All right,
we can spend
fine.
most amount of time.
Go ahead.
That's
It's-
Occupy New
Occupy
Haven.
New Haven.
What's that?
What's next?
I had just a question. What is Citizens Action Group?
They are a group within New York State dedicated to public financing of campaigns.
More than that. They are the New York affiliate of an organization that in many states that's generally left of center, good government, type thing,
Hopefully.
and maybe community organizations. So they do have an office in Washington under a different name for all of those.
All right, this is irrelevant to the meeting. You
Okay,
guys
you
can
want
talk
to-
afterwards. Gad, you're up. What's your proposal on listserv?
On this, very simply, I'd like to table it because I want to see our website, because if the website serves some of the purposes, I believe we should have our own internal listserv, because if I want to communicate with you, not with several hundred people on NYCGA, I don't have a convenient means to communicate with a few of you. Therefore, a listserv would serve that purpose for internal machinery, not even for debating issue, if we want to debate. Therefore, we should have an internal listserv and should be reasonably well managed so we can communicate. Because if I missed 2 meetings, I couldn't make it. I don't know what's going on. So I think we should have a listserv, but I want to see what the website does. Maybe we do not need, if there is a plug or a way that we can communicate inside the website, that probably will serve the purpose. So I'd rather table it
Okay,
until I see the website.
okay.
Okay.
Next, Sati, you want to talk about infiltrating the Democratic Party?
Yeah. People think of outreach, and though this is not quote-unquote outreach group, but we all try to, have more influence and bring in more people within the Wall Street movement and all. And who will join us other than the Democrats? Republicans won't join us, and neither we want them to join us. So the Democrats, many of us who are here, they vote Democrat anyway. No matter what, whether we favor socialists or, Greenpeace or whatever. So we may continue wherever we are, but infiltrate them and try to have them nominate one of us, or among them, whoever is more liberal, and so thus have some influence in one of the major parties, which is what, until we change the election system itself, which I'm all in favor of. But as long as we continue with this two-party system, the more liberal group which we want to influence,
How do you
we should
propose doing this?
just join, in individual capacity, join, the Green Party. We would also benefit from many of the infrastructures they have. They have list of people who are registered Democrats. We can get their list and pass our literature to them and things like that. So we can take advantage of their infrastructure and their capacities. But at the same time, I'm not asking us to abandon our whatever we are doing, but this idea should be spread out for everybody to maybe devote one day of the week and do something in the Democratic Party.
Stack is open for questions.
I actually have a point of information.
You want to do Stack and then we'll,
All right, I'm doing Stack.
Stefan's on there. You want to be on Stack?
Yes.
I'd like to respond, but
Hermes.
not a question.
Stefan,
Stefan,
So,
who?
are
Are you
you
on Stack?
proposing that we
Itzhak,
join them?
Cecilia.
But you said infiltrate, but what you said wasn't infiltrating, was more like using their
Assimilate.
resources.
Yeah,
to-
it would be only possible if we go and tell them that I would like to work for a Democratic Party. And we could even spend one day a week.
That doesn't sound like infiltrating, that sounds like something else. Okay,
No, it's not like,
would-
joining them seems like abandoning ourselves.
but work with them, not infiltrate. Work with
Yeah,
them. Okay.
so, but
we are the resistance.
Yeah, so the party is over, that was just,
The party's
I'm
over.
gonna end my time with that. The fucking party's over. Nigga fucking,
it's over to your mind
There's no
because
back and forth. We have to stay on Stack. I'm sorry.
Hermes is over.
Hermes is next.
certain, a couple of times back and forth
sorry,
should be
here.
allowed
Here,
for
here, here.
completion of
We-
the idea.
Here.
Well,
He
right,
said
but
Yeah.
it's over because
Party's over.
Obama is not doing all the liberal things we imagine him to be doing, but many Democratic
It's because he's not a liberal.
Party members are there, you know,
He's a fascist.
Kuchini
He's an
was,
Islamo-fascist.
Hermes, you're up.
So, what I wanted to ask you is this something you just think like this, or do you have something well elaborated as a strategy?
strategy would be just go and join them and work for a Democratic Party. Democratic Party, wherever
Who joined them?
we and we could
We who?
we individually us and other people occupied spread the idea that all those people sympathetic to Occupy or members of Occupy, whatever, we go and join Democratic Party, work for them at least once a week, and take advantage of their infrastructure and push them to more liberal side, and at the same time we can continue working as a
Next on side.
Is it Tuck?
Yes, a question or a okay, this is not a new idea. This is one of the major debates in American electoral politics, especially on the left, and been so for a while.
It sounds like.
Right?
Is this a question?
No, it's not a question.
Oh, okay. So then
Is this a speech?
This is a stack.
No, it's a speech.
Oh, well, we don't have time
That's
for
what I said.
speeches.
Go on and, no, you're right.
I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
on.
sorry.
No, you're
Sam.
absolutely right.
What everyone has to say is important, but we do have.
No, I
to-
prefaced what I said, that this is not a question. I mean,
Sorry.
I was aware of it. Okay, keep going.
Sam.
Well, we need healthcare too, but
Usually they meet down there, but I don't think
they might be marching
because
today.
of March here.
I thought you was
The
someone else,
anniversary
sorry.
march, Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, it's a Brooklyn.
Yeah, the rest, master rest.
Do you know when they left? Sorry, you guys. I don't want to.
They're going to Brooklyn at the Cadman
Cadman Plaza.
Plaza.
They left
Having a
probably a
GA,
good half an hour.
unofficial
Do you
GA.
know how far of a distance that is?
Brooklyn Bridge is straight down this way.
15-minute walk.
No.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Okay,
Yeah, right here.
you go out,
Broadway
you're
Street.
on Broadway. When you reach around Chambers, you make a right turn, you'll see a bridge.
You'll see the big bridge.
You'll
Yeah,
see
listen,
the
it's a
big municipal
bridge.
building, which is a very tall building, and City Hall on the left, and to the right is the entrance to the
Is
bridge.
this part
and
of
there is-
minutes?
and there
He
is a-
loves to
there
talk.
are
Okay,
walking
she
steps
got it.
across the street.
Gave her a
you go
tour
north
of
on
downtown
Broadway,
Brooklyn now.
okay?
And then left on Chambers?
Right on
No,
King.
Right on
go to Broadway, make a right, and just go down. You'll see the sign, Brooklyn Bridge. You cannot miss it.
You can, and look for the pedestrian walk, okay?
Sam, you're up.
It's okay.
How did we ever find you? I thought you were so nice when I first met you.
Okay, let's get back to it. Sam, you're up.
Yeah, it's a question, right, Sam?
Yeah, you're talking about infiltrating or whatever term you want to use, but how do you expect one person to join the party and make a difference? They don't give a fuck about Occupy. That's why we're here. And I mean, I'm not trying to, kill your idea, but this is exactly what, to me, we're fighting against is Democrats and Republicans because they don't represent who and what we are. And for us to infiltrate them
You see?
Sorry, I don't.
would be,
I don't mean to interrupt.
Can I
Yeah,
respond?
exactly.
but I'm going with the
So you have a
proposal.
question, then you had to make a statement.
Can I respond to it?
It's a question in the form of a statement.
Yeah,
Good.
it's-
You beat the tough.
If it was just
You're right.
one person, I would do that. Nobody, talk to nobody else. But I'm trying to spread the idea. So many of us
understand.
would do that. And what you said, the Democrats are fucked up people. So, it's
right, you know.
it's more of, no, most of the Democrats are very disappointed with Obama, whatever. But what is, even Obama is himself fucked up with himself, I would say. They have to be slave of these money bags, who enable them to win the election. So it's not so much the Democrats themselves that are fucked up, but it is the system that enables them to.
You'll have just 1 minute for this proposal.
Yes,
All right, I've
To
got a
get-
point of information.
to get elected So anybody who gets nominated, he may be a pretty liberal, good guy like one of us. But
Your
in order to
facilitator.
win the election, he has to get the
Our
money from
facilitator
it.
has left the building.
And that is what corrupts. That's what makes them control.
So,
Barry.
point of information, do you know, I am not endorsing, so don't jump on me. Do you know about George Martinez? He
Is
is,
it in regard to,
yeah,
oh, okay.
7th congressional district.
he is running for 7th?
In the 7th.
In the 7th
for Congress.
congressional, here, just have a look. He is, I think, doing what you're describing. So that's my point of information. I don't need to say anything else.
Next, anybody on stack? Great, let's,
That was
Tim,
just,
did you
that
want
was
to be?
only questions.
That
Well-
was clarifying questions, supposed to be.
It's been so long since I did
5
this.
minutes.
Concern.
Concern.
Concerns.
5 minutes up for the proposal.
I want to be on stack for concerns.
Sam, Tim,
I think
Itzhak.
my concern is, this is not what Occupy is about. We're kind of independent of all this bullshit. That's the reason we're here. I don't even know that the voting system and all that is where the answer lies. I'm going along with it just to see how it works. But I don't think Democrats or Republicans, either or. My concern is we're catering to them. And in a way, I hate to use the word, but it's kind of like selling out to me. That's my concern.
Tim?
Concern. I would not be concerned if the if the plan or the goal of the infiltration were actually to help destroy the Democratic and Republican parties. Then I think that would be
Everyone's twinkling.
That would be, I think, a worthy goal of infiltration. Otherwise, I think another word for infiltration is co-optation.
Yeah.
It's like, as you infiltrate, that's how they co-opt you, is by making you want to infiltrate them, I think.
This could be our Watergate.
But you started by saying, we can't, the Republicans aren't going to agree, there's only the Democrats. I disagree. There are more people who are independents than there are people who are Democrats
Right.
or Republicans. And according to some of the surveys I've seen, the majority of people at Occupy actually identify as independents, not Democrats.
Right. Maybe we should, that might be
It's
who
up.
we want to,
All right. Surprisingly, I'm more sympathetic to your position than the other people, but this is not what Occupy Wall Street is about.
right.
Let's talk about inside-outside. You're talking about an inside strategy. There is a need for people on the outside who are not caught up in all of that stuff to push without being caught up in the Democratic Party. Once you, and I'll be very quickly, there are because there is such a debate, there are organizations such as the Green Party, the Socialist Party, and so forth, that decided to run independently. They believe, like what Tim said, Working Family Party is into the fusion thing. And there are groups of the Democratic Party, like many Reform Democratic clubs in New York, that take your position. And there is an organization that you can join. It's called Progressive Democrats of America. They say exactly what you are saying of pushing the Democratic Party to the left from within. So that's
That's
it.
the end of stack.
Are they
Yes,
within
but-
the folds of the Democratic Party? Are they part of the Democratic
Yes,
Party?
Yeah.
they're inside and outside and on the fringe. When they want to be inside, they are inside. When they want to be outside, they are outside.
Well, they call themselves the Progressive Democrats, so they are Democrats.
And
I'm sorry, but I need that back. Can you just write down the address, the web address or something?
Yeah,
Because
after
that's
this
my,
item is finished, then
that's
I'll
my
look
only
at it.
copy.
I'll give
Oh,
it back
okay,
to you.
okay,
He's not going to take it, all right?
okay. Well, it looked like he was going to
possessive.
take it.
It's just keeping it wrinkle-free.
Proposal are only now 40
Anything
seconds.
else?
40
We're not
seconds.
going to vote on this.
No,
Good.
but can I respond briefly?
Well, you want a closing argument?
Yeah, closing
Okay.
argument.
Good.
30 seconds
30 seconds.
left for this proposal. But
Yeah.
All right.
Quickly.
Okay.
Don't
Now, I didn't know about this progressive
Democrat.
Democrats, but I mean, if they exist, we could probably become part of the progressive Democrats.
you can join them.
No, we could join them, yes. I'm saying,
They will not join them.
earlier I was saying just Democrats, but I would now say change the proposal to us joining, just let me finish. Joining progressive Democrats. And at the same time continue doing this. I would say the same thing to the Greens and any other party that socialist exists. They should continue with their party and be at the same time part of the progressive Democrats.
Why don't we just join the Revolutionary Communist Party?
Yeah.
You could, the revolutionary communists
No,
also
workers will do
should-
better.
They
Sorry.
should, I'm saying that they should also consider continuing with the Revolutionary Communist Party, but at the same time be part of the Democratic Progressive Democrats.
You want to table this, come back and revisit it another time after you do a little more research?
Yeah.
Maybe you've infiltrated one of these groups?
No, we need to find out who is already following your advice. Do research and identify progressive
Sorry.
Democrat and other
Why don't
Stop.
we-
Stack is fucking closed. You
People to the
Stack's
Republican
closed.
Party too.
Okay,
You want to talk,
facilitator?
you want to talk about name change, like in about
Name
30
change,
seconds?
probably 60 seconds. De facto, we are the electoral reform. group,
Politics on
and
electoral
that's what we have done, and therefore that should be our name. Our two sub-working groups are very friendly, but they are not reporting to this group on anything that they are doing, other than what Cecilia just spoke in the report back. They fundamentally are independent and healthily independent, and they're functioning in a healthy way as an independent group. What we should do with them is not the issue, but this is really the electoral reform group, and this is what it's working on, and that's about it. So we should change our name, and I don't even want to be discussed, because keep it in mind, that's all. You can answer, but
It was like a statement.
It was a statement. He loves fucking.
I like it. No, the point is, I don't want to debate it,
loves
and
it.
for us to
Just
say, do we
great.
want or don't we want? Because
Dialogue.
it's not worth our time, but sooner or later we should recognize that this should be our name, because this is what de facto what we are.
A de facto.
Not, not de facto, de facto.
Children. This is democracy in motion.
Okay,
Voting text. Tim? Let me, actually, I didn't read it. Let me read it.
This is draft.
And
This is
let
draft
me read
text
it
for
also. You can
the
read it.
I wanna read it.
It's fine, you can read it.
for the pamphlet to accompany that. To accompany the experiment.
Yeah, I want to
wants
read
to
it
read it out
again.
loud?
I think it's good. I'll read it
You
out
want to take
loud.
5 minutes, just read it, and then.
I'll read it out.
You can read it.
out
I
loud.
mean,
I'm
I
going to read it out
was-
loud.
Okay, yeah, loud. It's very big.
Our
I've
electoral,
marked mine out.
I'm going to read it.
Will you shut up? Our electoral system should promote principled
you the I?
participatory.
She was going to read it,
democracy.
and you read for her?
We each do a paragraph, no? Go ahead, read.
Our electoral system should promote principled participatory democracy and provide a level playing field for all voters and all candidates for elected office. Yet year after year, voters find themselves forced to choose between the lesser of two evils and often dishonestly cast their ballots for candidates they do not support or, more often, decide not to vote at all. The result is entrenched party government that is incapable of providing adequate representation for the people of the United States. Our traditional voting method, known as plurality voting, is widely viewed as a primary cause of this state of affairs. Plurality voting tends to favor a two-party system and, over the years, has resulted in one-party rule in states across the country. Fortunately, there are viable alternatives to plurality voting which can be implemented at the local and state level. The Occupy Wall Street Politics and Electoral Reform Group has developed a voting experiment to test plurality voting against three alternative methods: instant runoff voting, range voting, and approval voting. In the experiment, each participant casts a vote on a single question or issue under three of these four methods. Under plurality voting, each voter casts their ballot for one and only one candidate. The candidate with the most votes wins. Under instant runoff voting, each voter ranks their top three choices in their order of preference. If no candidate receives a majority of first-choice votes, the candidate who received the least number of votes is eliminated from the running. Second-choice votes of individuals whose candidate was eliminated are then counted. The process repeats until there is a majority winner. Under range voting, each voter rates every candidate on a scale from 0 to 5. The candidate with the most points wins. Under approval voting, each voter indicates whether or not they approve or disapprove of every candidate. You may approve of multiple candidates. The candidate who is approved by the most voters wins. The experiment will allow participants to familiarize themselves with alternative voting methods while providing our team with data that will allow us to compare and contrast the various voting methods with one another.
Stack.
Stack is open.
Start.
Last. I'm still.
Sam?
You're last?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still.
Sam?
This is questions,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Questions?
I
Do you, now,
No, you can
this
go.
is a handout, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe this, each one, under range voting, under plurality, under instant runoff and things like that, that could be right on the tablet, and then do we need a whole page of instructions or dialogue or whatever to hand out to somebody before they vote? Can't we just explain to them, or maybe cut this down drastically into 1 or 2 paragraphs at most?
If we want to.
Yeah, I think so, because like these are instructions here for the most part, and that is already included in the each section, I think,
Yeah.
on the, so that's redundant, I mean, for the most part. And then, like, to me, the last section, the first 2 paragraphs kind of is not necessary, and forgive me, I'm not trying, but this 3rd paragraph and the last paragraph, those 2, on a little card maybe, would be more appropriate. And then with the instructions, I think the first 2 paragraphs, we all know that for the most part. That's why we're here. We know the system sucks, and I'm just trying to keep it as concise. I don't have a question. Can we get rid of these 2, you think, and
Wait,
use this and this, and the other three are already included?
I want
Sorry.
to respond before.
My response would be, I agree with that. I think we should have multiple handouts. I was thinking this could be text. Not everyone who we see is going to do the experiment, right?
Right.
They can
Oh,
still
you
get
mean to
this,
hand out? Okay,
right?
sure.
We could have separate handouts.
Right.
One that's more in detail, one that's just
Right.
a little instruction pamphlet, et cetera.
Right. And the shorter version would be, I think,
From
paragraph
starting from the
3.
3 through the last one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Itzhak?
Okay. I was going to say what Sam did, and then maybe this group already decided, okay, that this is our consensus. I, of course, don't fully share this consensus. I mean, I agree with what it said. Therefore, I'd like, because it comes down on the 2 parties, very hard on the 2-party system, okay? We should be critical of it, but not this hard. And how to reword it, it might concern. Then I have certain wording that I would like to change. But if we are going to eliminate the first 2 paragraphs, or even better, have an analysis by you with your name on it, with our advice, then it's your position, and we can hand it out. But I don't feel like debating these issues with which I somewhat disagree. And then I have recommendation about certain wording changes for improvement that are not bringing up.
Your time's up.
Thank you, finally.
Good. That's why I brought it here.
Sati.
This is only
Sati.
draft language.
All of these alternatives given here focus on only, replacing this election of a single person to a body without specifying. Okay, Itzhak mentioned that it's good for mayoral and governor and president's position, but for multi-person bodies like Assembly or Senate or House of Representatives and the Federal Senate, we could have something that's much better than any of this system, and that's proportional representation system of election, list proportional, basically, because that's the only one which really.
Is this a
This
question?
this is not related to our text, though. We need, what we're trying to discuss here is just what our text is.
That's a proposal
That's a
you're
proposal for-
Okay,
Yeah.
so at the bottom of this, we could say that these are alternatives for,
10 seconds.
for a single position body, like mayor, governor, and president. And for multi-body, for multi-person bodies, multi-member bodies, like assembly,
Time is up.
Time is up.
Assembly-
Hermes, you're
You
up.
said it, we know.
assemblies, etc.
Okay,
List proportional would be better, and
What you're saying is not in regards to the proposal right now, so just hold on. Maybe afterwards.
In response, I would say, well, pretty much every seat that we would vote on, in, as far as I know, in this country, is single-person is non-transferable vote, right?
Right.
It's SMTP, right? Single-member district plurality. right?
However,
that's entirely different thing.
We're having a,
We're talking about the text of, so let's try and stick to the.
Right now, we're
the-
taking
the-
questions to clarify.
Clarifying questions.
Yeah.
On
in
the
regard-
text of this.
Just clarifying questions. You can voice your concerns in a little while. Let's just stick to the questions for now.
So Hermes, you're up.
yes.
Okay, so indicate this. Okay.
But you made your suggestion about how to rearrange.
Yes, Tim,
Well, I asked if,
stop, if you're,
yeah,
you're engaging, then
you're right.
conversation going to continue.
Sorry.
I will add this.
Hermes, you're
yeah,
up.
yes, Tim, those two first paragraph, I found them very, very interesting because somebody who doesn't have any knowledge about this thing, it's kind of explanation for him. So if there is any way, well, as you were saying, if you can endorse it, I would like it to stay there. Can you do that?
To stay the exact same?
Yeah.
We could have, like I said, we could have multiple handouts.
Yeah.
I put my, are you
Or
done?
we can, and we can
I'm
change,
sorry.
we can even
Yes,
change
I'm done.
wording within we could have multiple handouts and change wording in these as well.
Yeah,
Is
because-
this, can you email this to me?
You're not on stack. I'm sorry, I was going to echo exactly what Hermes said, so I'm taking myself off. Stefan, you're up.
Okay, so this is it's gonna be a pamphlet just to describe what the experiment is about. It's not gonna say anything about the list of items or candidates,
No.
right? It's just what is the experiment? Okay, so
Yeah.
that was my question.
I have one more question. Well, this is just a handout. This is not, I mean, like you said, some of the people are not going to be doing the experiment, so it's just something to take with them.
Info pamphlet.
Okay.
It's like, oh, hey, would you like to participate in this experiment? Oh, sorry, I don't have time. Well, here's a piece of paper that explains what we're doing if you're
Yeah.
interested.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
And what about, are we still on questions? Yes. Can we just like maybe include paragraph 3 in the last one as part of the, on the tablet itself, as part of the instructions?
I just did that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I put the instructions in there, yeah.
Okay.
But there's always going to be, when we do it, there's always going to be one of us standing there.
Right. We're not going to let anyone
Yeah.
take our tablet.
I think we're closing stack on questions, right?
Any concerns?
I thought what I gave was concern.
Or friendly amendments, or, can I suggest that we maybe take this with us and then come back next week for amendments? Because I have never seen it before.
Sure.
and- Cool?
Yeah, but.
Did you have edits
I
on that?
very editorial thing, but which I marked for myself. I willing to sit with you and just show them to you. Editorial comment.
You got my email. Can you send me a copy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why we need a list of.
Once we have the text, you're going to send it to me, and I'm going to make it pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Voting experiment.
Is this long? Yeah, so we can do it.
Let's do it. That's the end of items on the agenda. The only thing,
Should we do breakout or something? Maybe do it here instead of taking it home and looking. I don't know. Do we have
Yeah, we're here right now.
how,
right?
hold on one second. How much time we got?
Breakout.
We got a half an hour.
or
or give or take.
Break
I
out
mean,
next week.
yeah, I say, because, I mean, I haven't seen it, and I'd like to
You
read
haven't
it.
seen what?
This document before today.
Oh, so
I
you just
mean-
want to digest it?
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
I'll propose a breakout for next week on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Maybe next week we can put it at the top
We're
of the
not
agenda.
meeting next week, it's Easter Sunday.
Oh, 2 weeks from now.
Oh, we're not.
2 weeks from now.
Unless we want to change the date, change the day.
So we won't call it Easter Sunday?
Yeah,
we'll
that's
close
it.
them.
We're calling it the third day of Passover.
Unless we want to meet on another day,
Saturday.
on a day not Sunday.
No, next Saturday, I'll do that in there.
It's the first day of Passover and Sunday the second day of Passover. Both of them are our official Jewish holidays of the
gives a
highest
crap?
order. It's okay.
Can we save this for last?
Yeah, let's table it. Table you.
Class.
Okay, so you want to do the experiment?
All right. We're gonna do the experiment. How should we
What-
conduct
what-
the experiment?
Okay, so we,
For the
well,
test of the.
yeah, we have 7 different,
Okay. Or should we go outside?
But
or
we
should
wanted to get a
go
lot, we
in
wanted to get a
us?
larger number of people though, right?
There's
'Cause
people walking by.
but we want to get like dozens of
They're
people.
not American.
beautiful, then they know about voting.
Can we know what is the experiment? I mean,
Well, here, we can start doing it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought we were going to do it within
We can
us.
start, we can start here
You'll
and
see
then,
what's
and then move
happening, so
outside.
you'll know what's going on.
All right. Go ahead. I think there should be one administrator of the test.
Who wants to do it? May I? Can I do it? You want to do it? You wanna
Go
do
ahead,
it?
go.
All right.
I'll
So
let
this
you
is
do
the,
No,
well,
let
you
him
already,
do it.
well, you already read this, so you know what's going on. So, well, right now we're just going to do a test, and what we want to do, if I'm just want to say this correctly, if we're doing a test, we are going to run the experiment, voter individual by individual, and tally it physically. That way, we can make sure that they add up. So
And this
so you're going to go through and then tell me what you're doing. I'm going to write it down, and then at the end we can compare.
This is just the various, the criteria is just, or the categories, is just the different political parties
Yeah.
right now, right? Okay.
Which which party would you favor if the election were held today, is what the question says right now.
Why did you make us pick it out of the bag? Why didn't you just write
What
it?
were the things in
So that it's listed, so that we don't have like Democrats first, Republicans second, and, it's in a random
He
order.
knows what he is.
So,
yeah.
what do I do?
So tap outside the box.
We need to put that instruction
I did.
in. Okay.
Now, who would you choose if you, right? So this is your question, and
There is no-
there's tap one.
There's no Democratic Party here.
It's right at the top. Okay, now cast your vote. So Democrat.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now you're going to rate all of them from 0 to 5. Tap outside the box.
Anywhere.
Now you're going to use this to rate each of them from 0 to 5.
Wow, this is nice, the interface. The red looks so nice, Stefan.
The slider.
You slide it here.
Yeah,
You
slide.
see the slider? No,
You have to slide.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
What is the Constitution Party?
They are
Who
a
gives a crap? Just
far
vote,
right-wing
goddammit.
conservative theocratic party.
Yeah.
It's similar to the prostitution party.
So I already see a problem.
Zero
The
is
instructions
one
should
of
say there's also a write-in
possibility.
option.
You're free to
does.
do whatever you
Yeah.
want.
I
Zero
think
is
the
one of
institution,
possibility.
Yeah.
the Constitution,
That-
and
Ah, the
plus
National Socialist.
territory.
I'm sorry. Since it's first time for a lot of people. we should-
Everybody 0?
You never heard a joke about prostitution.
Okay. Constitution
I
Party
stand for the
3.
Constitution.
C
And the
equals 3.
institution, and
Oh, C is
plus
0.
territory.
C is 0. Okay, Socialist 2. Sorry. Democrat 4.
I'm just gonna stand over your shoulder just so I can see the fingerprints. Secure it. I'll improve.
What
Okay.
is this? Create your own unique entry.
That's
Yeah,
if
if
you
you
have
wanna-
a write-in
You're
candidate,
not
say.
having a new country.
So how can we write it?
You can do
Tap it.
Oh,
National Socialist.
Put SETI.
You can
Yeah,
name some
it's
Indian
touchy.
party, the Congress Party. Write the Congress Party. What do I know?
dismiss, you press this on the bottom, the dismiss,
That, okay.
and then you got it.
Sati party. Sati party of
Okay.
5.
It's okay.
Fuck.
Jesus party of 12.
Oh,
My God.
today's Palm Sunday, I should be in church,
Yeah, the Church of
And
Satan.
cast your vote.
standing for 2 hours.
Confirm it.
Bunch of stupid Catholics.
You believe in that nonsense?
I was raised very strict Catholic.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Instant
It's a-
runoff.
I
was-
call myself a
this is
recovering
instant
Catholic.
runoff.
No, this is
Yeah,
approval
it
voting.
takes a lifetime to
It takes
recover.
a lifetime to get over that crap.
Might as well be a drink yourself
No,
to oblivion.
There are people who gave up on that stuff without being so.
He's a fucking
so
sworn Democrat. huh?
Negative about the background. Some of them.
This is
were
what's
recovering.
wrong, man.
My mother and father both went to Catholic high school, and they both are convinced that they were brainwashed. And so when they sent their own children to school, they said they are not going to the Catholic school. But at the same time, they sent us to catechism at the same place where they were saying it was so bad. So it was like they were still so ingrained, entrenched in it.
Sati.
No, they're
Yes.
the whole thing.
Very good. Sati's
They're the
party.
whole way.
But it was in the
Ah, you're
50s,
all full of
when
yourself,
they were
are
in
ya?
the 1940s and the 1950s, and it was a lot worse then than it is now.
Narcissistic, right?
They're the real nun.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah,
They're the real nun
that was
with
it.
habits teaching them.
Only
yeah,
two?
yeah.
I mean, what
Yeah,
about
without
instant?
teaching certificate.
Each
That-
one,
and they did.
it
The back of a ruler.
randomly gives
Boom,
you
boom.
3 of the 4 options, except for plurality. Everyone does plurality, and then of the other 3, you're going to get 2 of
And
the other
everything,
3
you're going to burn in hell.
randomly
You're gonna
Hermes
burn in
syrup.
hell. Whatever it is, you're going to burn in hell.
to randomize the result.
And my mother was so petrified that she was committing sins.
beyond that,
She's, I don't even know I'm not committing a sin.
You
I
know
don't
what you're
even know
doing,
I'm
right?
committing a sin. I'm going to burn in
You
hell.
saw Sati.
Scared the
No, but you
shit
can
out
Step
go
of
to
outside the
me.
box.
confession, can't you?
All right, tell me what you're doing.
But
No,
I'm
but she's
sinning, I don't
confessing.
know.
She doesn't know what she's confessing.
Do you mind if I step on your
I
shoulder?
mean, they scared the crap
I ate
out of these
Twinkies,
little kids.
okay?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
These little
Plurality.
kids that are just
Libertarian
frightened to
Party.
death.
Cast my vote. Okay, yes.
But what's the idea of
Easy. No,
randomizing
don't have to
it this
bang it.
way?
Just
I
touch.
mean, you should see.
I'll explain to you. So the concern was that.
Rate
if
each
you
one.
want
No, no.
plurality
Tap
against
outside the box
3
to
other
get rid of
methods.
that.
But the
Tap
concern
outside.
was that the test would have been too long if we asked people to test all 4. So then we decided, how can we test all 4 but without requiring all this work for people? So we said we randomize the 3 last, the other 3 methods. We randomize, just give them 2. It would be the same as if we tested everyone for 3 then.
But once a
4
person
altogether.
has taken one way, voted one way, then 4 other way will take very little time.
Well, but it was a concern that the experiment would be too long for people.
I don't believe so.
There are two concerns.
That was a concern, so that we agreed to do
There
that.
is the
that's what we did.
programming issue and the political issue. You're concerned about the
No, it
programming.
wasn't mine, it was
Programming
But
issue.
when we were thinking about
Rank
how to
choice.
conduct the experiment, we said
Order of preference.
presenting 4 methods
Here's the
to
instructions.
one person
Right,
at
the
once
instructions
was
again.
too much, might be too much.
Ah.
So we said, how do we
Your
test
top
all of
three.
this
Just
without
tap them in the order that you want
presenting
them.
all these experiments? But if we randomize the 3
Two.
methods for only 2, then it would be as if we tested all 4.
I'm thinking statistically.
Right,
It's random.
right.
So that's
What
basically-
happens to people
You can go
Undo.
back.
who have this pair as opposed to people who have that pair? Do they behave differently?
But if you had given all
Libertarians
of
too.
that
Politically.
to the whole sample,
We felt it was,
And in the sequence in which it is
Democrats.
presented to you,
Cast your vote.
influence your next decision. It is something that gets settled in your mind already.
by various methods.
And
Right.
you say, oh, gee whiz, I cannot
Right.
be a hypocrite.
But it does,
you
and
can't,
that's
it's
why we
random.
wanted to list the
It's random.
random.
Yeah, no, but the
Unless
point
you
is
do
in which
much
order
more,
the first one can, because that is the one
it's a
that sets
randomized. So
your
I don't,
mindset.
the amount of number, I don't know what we need, we didn't calculate the numbers. But
Eh,
Right.
It is randomized.
In large groups,
We can
I
only
could
be-
run it
right,
on,
yes.
on many, many
One
people
of the
and
methods
see,
basically is always
and understand that everything
The
is
first
statistically
goes-
random,
The first one is
and
always
see
plurality.
that's getting, that's getting weight voting first.
Approval.
Really confuses you on,
Approve Democrats.
on instant run or vice
I don't
versa.
believe in the Constitution
That's,
or the
I'm sure that
Republicans.
people
You may not
who
feel
do
that,
that
some
stuff
other people
really
may feel that.
professionally
Approve
are
of
aware of it,
them,
of the
I approve
psychology.
of them.
the first one takes the
Greens,
longest time.
independents.
Yeah, but nobody's listening to them. Nobody's listening to the smart people.
Within
And
See, they're not. educated
one
voters. I mean, that's
Maybe we
just
won't.
like they don't want educated jurors.
Well,
Next four take as much time as the first one.
well,
They really don't.
As long as we get the same results. it doesn't
They
really
want
matter.
people to vote emotionally. They
So
want
we-
people,
it's-
juries,
since it's
lawyers
randomized
want jurors who
sample, it's
vote
randomized.
And if the
emotionally.
election
They don't want
goes
people
to
who-
party,
who
would
are-
you vote?
Depends who you are. If you
So
think
we-
the facts are going to weigh it, then you select fact-based juror.
Right, but if you want a
yeah, no,
fact-based result,
I
you
got
will very
range, okay.
often just ask the judge,
Democrats
you'll
are
dispense
zero.
with the jury trial and just have the judge decide.
Oh.
If you're really got a strong fact-based
no,
case.
but-
But emotion, they want the
Zero.
jury.
But if you are the,
Make it from 2 to 4.
Socialist is a
it is
four.
the
Libertarians is
the
three.
defendant in a criminal thing can ask, let the judge decide.
Yeah. I don't know
But
if all will.
what if the state doesn't have the choice? But then if the state knows that the judge will decide, no, sorry, forget it.
Sitting
No,
next
it's only, no, the state can't insist upon a jury trial, because the state can't, no.
And
Only the
individual
defendant has the choice.
parties of
Yeah.
five.
And what about civil trial? Again, the defendant has the choice.
Actually, I don't think it.
Okay, let me see.
Run experiment.
Run experiment. Come on. Oh, shuck. Let me get my
You could also
spectacles.
hold it in
So
Portugal.
relative voting. Choose one and only one candidate from the list. You
It's
may
plurality.
also-
Fucking just vote.
Okay.
We've done
No,
this
no.
before.
Did anybody tell you what my politics are?
What is
What are
that?
my politics?
Occupy Party.
Doesn't matter.
Can I
Doesn't
change
matter.
my
Okay.
party's name?
No,
Okay.
no, you're screwed. This is
Occupy
America.
Where do I pose?
Tap outside the box anyway.
Step outside the box.
Oh, outside the bar. Democratic, Socialist, Libertarian, Constitution, and what do I? Oh, I have to, Republican, Independent.
How about that?
I want a Libertarian,
You're the
Independent
prostitution
candidate.
party. You gotta vote for one. It's a fucking
No,
plurality.
no, I want an independent candidate. So what happened?
So then fucking
touch the
cast
two
your
things.
vote.
And cast my vote, independent candidate.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Confirm, yes, independent.
Anarchist.
If election
That's what I should have put.
swerve, I know when it's supposed to be held today, which party would you favor? I thought ranked choice, okay? So what do? I move it to the
Just
side?
tap it in order.
What?
In order of preference, just tap it in order of,
Tap in order of preference.
you could always undo. There's a-
Independent candidate. Then
Very
I'm gonna greet the Constitution Party.
Who gives a? Very good.
And then I'm gonna do
Socialist.
Libertarian
write-in.
Party. Can I do
Cast your
more?
vote.
I can get only 3.
Yeah.
No one told me that I can get only 3.
You could always undo.
It should say.
It says that in the instructions.
It says it
You bring
in-
up-
But I
First
forgot.
instructions, first instructions.
Cast my vote.
Oh, no.
Confirm candidate, yes.
approval.
Okay.
I was wondering, I was smelling cigarettes.
Okay. If elections were held today, which party candidate would you favor? Approve or disapprove? First of all, the Democrats I disapprove.
No, I was smelling cigarettes the
The
whole time,
Republican
and I'm
I
wondering how you know.
disapprove.
I was wondering,
The
hey, you want to
Greens,
do
I
the voting
disapprove.
experiment? Would you mind? Would you mind doing
And the
that?
Socialists I
Being a
approve.
guinea pig?
The Libertarians I
Finish,
approve.
Isaac.
The Constitution I
finished?
approve. And the Independent I approve.
I'm not much of a voter, but
Doesn't matter. We're not really voting. We're just
a unique entry.
trying to determine which voting system is.
Right now, we're just
More-
testing the actual application. We're not even testing the.
Now where do I go?
to dismiss the,
Approve.
to
Approve.
dismiss the keyboard, just press that.
Ah,
I gotta make that more.
Yeah, damn it. See?
good. Cast my
Why
vote.
don't you bang it?
Cast my vote.
You have to hit it.
Yes.
It's touch sensitive, not pressure sensitive.
You have to hit it really hard.
Am I finished?
Cecilia.
Here, you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
But we're also just,
Yeah, we're gonna send over here.
we're recording it physically at the same time just to test the thing.
Okay, so we're testing the test. Cool, the test. Okay. Switch right in your choice.
This is exciting, our first real test.
What, didn't we have a real test before?
Should we get the guy that's
a few
snoring?
weeks ago?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I
That's
think we
half
did.
of the
Oh, you were
voting
not there.
public. They're snoring at the
You were
Okay, I
polls.
wasn't here.
That's why they love when old
Wait,
people vote.
yeah.
They don't know what's going on. They medicate them and then say,
do
hey,
whatever
come
they
on
want.
out and
You
vote.
saw
We'll
the
give you
way
a
I
free hot
interacted?
dog and a banana.
It was not so
Right?
transparent.
Politicians
What I
go to all the
should do.
old
How
folks.
do I
I
move
think somebody's doing it here.
How do I
Okay.
start
Democratic
Right.
Party,
and so forth?
Right.
the Socialist Party all approve, the Libertarian Party,
How you doing?
maybe the Constitution Party definitely disapprove.
They're not meeting today. They
Both
usually
party
meet here, but
independent
there was
candidates are cool.
a march on the Brooklyn Bridge, so I don't think they're meeting.
It's good for the
I
health
met a
care.
guy like 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
There's
and
also
the
write-in.
following day, they were going to Fort Greene,
Yeah,
so I said,
Right.
oh, okay,
definitely.
so,
Okay, well, would you
nobody.
like to participate?
Would you mind participating in our voting experiment?
Yeah.
You don't have to give any information. There's no personal information.
all right,
It's just,
You're right.
sure. What are we talking about?
we'll show you 1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
Ratings.
It's an experiment.
Okay. And what group are you?
Politics and electoral reform.
Zero
that's
is-
very
is-
cool.
is
Yeah, we're
none,
way
right?
cool. We're the
Yeah.
cool kids on the block.
All right, very good. Let me find my glasses.
You don't need glasses. Most voters vote blindly.
Yeah, well, I could stand accused of that over,
That's cute. Like,
that was good.
you're cute. I like it. You giggle like a little
You're
bit.
so cute, Sam.
By the
Stop
way,
it. I'm facilitating, damn it.
on report back, I should have really reported on the voters block to these people, to this group.
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, I'm doing
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was just looking for that. I went to Union
Next time.
Square.
But,
went
but
to
one of those
Rare, I
people said
decided
that the
to
group is so
Good.
disconnected
let
that
this-
reporting by the
Oh.
subgroup is not any more relevant than
Yeah.
many of the other subgroups.
Yeah.
And I really believe we'll become much
We're
more
actually going to record everything you do.
independent. I
Yeah.
mean, nothing
Yeah.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a fact of
Yeah,
life.
that's okay, though. It's okay.
It's okay.
What,
Yeah.
So which group
choose one.
Politics and electoral reform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the list?
Great.
These aren't candidates, these are political
Getting the
parties,
money out
right?
of politics?
What's that?
Getting the money out of politics?
Yeah.
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 Do you want to know which party I'm registered in? Is-
No, we don't give a crap.
It's election. No one.
Question, if the elections were held today, which
There's
party's
an election
candidates
and you're a
would
free citizen.
Nobody right now? Is that an answer? Nobody right now.
you can write that in.
Okay,
Tap here.
tap
Right,
here.
vote for nobody. That campaign.
Right,
is
I
I
taken
just
up.
put the nobody
Or
party.
name somebody whom you really love. You wish Ren.
I could do that, probably.
Of course, yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
Of
or you
course.
can do whatever the hell you want. It's a free country, isn't it?
No one
I'm doing
guarantees.
this right because I do
Oh,
not have
put
my
what the
glasses
hell-
on.
Put whatever you want. It's
You
all
you
right.
made me spell.
We won't hold
Ralph.
your grammar against you.
He's getting old though now, okay?
Yeah.
Now what do I do?
Dismiss the key.
There.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
Dismiss the keyword.
And then cast your vote.
Now you're gonna
Yes,
confirm it.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Now you're gonna do another one.
What's?
This
if
is
the
range
election
voting.
Were held today, which,
This is if the elections
Parties.
were held in a farm. We got on the range.
Sam?
This one, you're gonna rate each one from 0 to 5.
okay, how do I get out of,
Tap outside the box.
tap outside the box?
Great.
Okay,
I like your
so
sense of
what do
humor.
you,
So you can move the slider. Those are sliders. These things on the right are the sliders.
what do you do, sliding
you
that way?
slide from 0 to 5. You just touch it and you
I'll
slide.
probably so number one is, you hit that first?
Yeah. Just slide it.
I'm gonna take off.
Just make believe it's a banana
Thank you.
peel.
Just touch on the
Thanks.
button, this round thing. And then
Okay.
move back
There
and
you
forth.
go.
You-
Okay.
You just have to make sure no other part
So
of your hand
that's-
is touching the screen. Only the
Okay.
finger could touch the screen. Otherwise it won't register.
So what do we have?
Okay, wait.
You got Democrats, 3. Do you want to move to Democrats?
No, I don't want to move the Democrats. I'm very unhappy with Barack Obama.
So you could put it at 0.
How do I
Just put it like this.
pull him back that way? Yes, I'm pissed off at him.
0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He didn't return your calls.
No, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. And that's just the way I feel about it. And he's pissed me off, and I'm not voting for him. And I'm libertarian, that's like, what's his face,
Ron Paul.
right? Some things I agree with him
Except
on.
he's a Republican.
Yeah, I know, so I guess he's out.
Socialist Party's okay though, right?
Yes.
Good. The Prostitution Party right here?
The Prosperity
I don't
Party.
have my glasses on. You tell me that.
Democrats and the Republicans?
You mean the
I don't
Prosperity
know much about the
Party?
Constitution Party.
They're a theocratic
great.
right-wing party.
Well, we don't want them. They're out. Okay.
They're like the Tea Party.
Independent
On
candidates, there's some
You're
that I've
okay
heard
with the
that I like.
Republicans and the
No,
three?
fuck,
Fuck the Republicans. Easy.
they're
okay.
out.
It's touch sensitive, not pressure sensitive.
Okay,
It's not me.
It's gonna be all right though.
independent candidates. It depends on who the independent candidate is.
Right, so then you're happy with it. He's
Uh,
Ralph Nader.
Imagine one.
Yes,
Okay,
okay, so
he's
we'll go-
Ralph Nader.
Imagine the best independent candidate
I
you
already
can.
did that, or,
Touch sensitive. Because
This
the
is an
party
experiment.
Be
spread, the more
quiet,
your
it's
fingers
calm.
spread out against it.
okay. do
And
I-
the Green Party, you're okay with them?
Yeah, I'm
All
pretty
right,
much
good.
okay with
And
that.
your write-in candidate's Ralph Nader?
You don't have
Yes.
to write it. If you want, you can write
I
it.
already did that.
And that was on the last one, here,
Okay.
write-in, Ralph Nader.
Or you can write Nader. We all know who the Nader is.
All right, so what, how do
Just
I,
put Ralphie boy, I don't know.
whoops, well,
No, there is a problem with the interface.
okay.
Ralph
now-
I had
Nader,
some
a 3 for
problem.
Ralph
She's
Nader.
having
Yeah,
much
yeah, that's
more.
good.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
a 3 or a 5 for Ralph
And the
Nader?
issue with
5.
the
Five.
interface,
Oh, good.
it's not that transparent.
And you
you
cast
know.
your
Yeah.
vote?
Something
And
are taken
yes.
for granted.
Well, that's why we need to
Oh,
do this,
terrific.
because we, you
No,
know.
Stefan is
uh,
sitting there,
like-
not only
yeah.
taking notes
Yeah.
and observing
He's
people.
curious, yeah.
It's for him to take a look.
Ah,
So hit outside here,
right.
To dismiss the.
She's got it.
and we're back.
This is IRV, also known as ranked choice. Is that right?
So you're going to tap on your three top, your
My
top,
three-
your top
my
three
top
choices
three.
in order.
In
order
order
of
In order of
preference.
preference.
What's your favorite?
I've always been a socialist.
All right, good.
Let's go with independent candidates, let's go with Green Party.
And cast your vote. Very good. Yes. Oh, you.
Note
did-
note that I'm doing this
You did good.
blind.
That's most.
Cecilia's next.
That's
So
most.
tell me what you guys are, tell me
Oh,
what you
Cecilia?
guys are doing.
We're just trying to gather information to see
Your
which,
mandate.
how the system works, and if there's one form of voting, one voting system that works better than the others in representing the will of the people. Because right now, the system we have does not really represent.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I
so-
could have come here and told you that. Now, what are you going to do? We'll be here.
Well,
till-
we're gathering data. And
Okay.
hopefully
Tell me which
see
ones you're
where it
approving
takes
of.
us, you know? I mean.
Okay. Socialist?
You know, we can ramble on with our opinions, but when you have the data to back it up,
Okay.
it gives it more
Independent.
credibility.
And how are you finding people are more people
Well,
going?
we just started, we were just working out the kinks of the program. So today is kind of the first day we've actually had people from outside of the group participating in
Yeah.
the experiment. We're going to take it on a much larger scale. We're going to take it down to Zuccotti Park and hopefully get more people
How
involved.
often do you
Socialist
guys
is
meet?
3,
Every Sunday at 3 o'clock, right?
Libertarian
You're
is
3
0,
o'clockers.
3 o'clock.
For how
Constitution
long?
0.
Usually we're
Republican
done by
0.
5.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause
we
I
have
was
eight
interested-
minutes
If we
left.
left
I
him
was
talk-
interested in healthcare reform, and now you're
4.
telling me they went to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Green is 5.
But at least you helped us.
No, yeah, no,
Well, no, I'm glad to meet you guys.
thank you.
Because we needed
done?
it, especially outsiders, you know, who are not prejudiced by any of the stuff that we've been discussing.
Anybody else want to vote? Did you vote? Yeah, right?
Do you guys have any literature, any,
We have cigarette rolling papers.
well, I got rolling papers.
Uh,
I
you-
just wanted
you
to
know
know
what?
if you guys.
You go to NYCGA, you'll probably
And,
find.
yeah,
it.
politics and electoral reform. We don't have any of those little cards? We had cards.
No, but here, take some, take
take
one
one
of
of
these,
those.
because we've got some town halls
Write it
next
on
week,
it.
2 town
Is it-
halls.
Licking it.
Good.
One in Brooklyn and one in Manhattan on campaign finance reform. And we need people, we
Good.
need people.
Good, okay, and what time is that going to be?
They're both
I
in the
notice I'm
evening.
not- I don't have any glasses
They're
on.
both in the evening. I think they're at 5:30. Yeah,
And this is
5:30.
on Tuesday?
No, Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday in
Thursday.
Brooklyn and
Stefan,
Thursday
you're
in
voting all over
Manhattan.
the
Okay,
place, aren't you?
Thursday is where I'm
He's having fun.
hotel trades counselor. And this is on campaign finance.
Campaign finance reform
That's right.
in New York State. Actually, I think it's, yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can take the big money out of politics, can we?
Okay, right
And how are those
on
poor
the
people
other.
going to support themselves if we took the money out of politics?
You know, I was just, all the way down here, I was worried about that. I was just saying to myself,
How would those poor people
Sam,
support
Sam,
themselves?
right,
New York
right
City, how
on the
many
riverside, what you were going to
congressional
write.
districts? He's
Politics and
running
electoral
for the
reform.
congressional
Great,
district.
In
okay.
seven.
You know
seven-
nycga.net,
seventh
right? You know the
congressional district?
website?
Yes, I do.
New
Okay,
York City,
so
only
on
one.
there, you go to politics.
There's
No,
only one seat?
he's running,
How many seats are there in New York City?
In the city council, 51.
No, no, for
For what?
House of Representatives.
House of Representatives.
That was, are you guys
There are
mass
about
signed?
2 on Long Island,
Politics and
8.
electoral reform.
I'm
working
counting them. We are
'Cause
going
that's
to,
interesting, too. How many
to
people do
the
you have in your
12.
group?
There are about 15,
600.
including Long Island.
Yeah?
So
That's
why
really pretty
don't we
good.
get together a whole bunch of people?
he's
But
running for
not
Congress, though.
everybody shows up
Okay,
every
I'm
time.
going to vote for him.
For whom?
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
That's
So
great.
yeah, and
But
again,
I'm
we meet
saying
every
that
Sunday at 3
similarly,
p.m.
there should
Right
be
here.
And even when as
14
the
other
weather's
people
changing.
running.
you
Yes.
We're going to go
I
outside.
asked him that
Probably back to the
question.
park.
Yeah.
Zuccotti,
And he
you
said
you
there should be, but I am where I am, so I'm starting where I can.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to run in the Bronx? Fine.
Okay, well, it was real good meeting
Oh,
you
the pleasure
guys.
is
I'm
all
glad
against
somebody is
Serrano,
working
Engel,
on-
Come to our town hall.
You know, something I think I will on Thursday.
Wonderful. We'll look for
That's,
you.
actually, I can make.
You can make it if you can
I'm
make
only
for happy
half
hour, it would be
employed
good.
right now, so.
What is your name?
Marge,
Marge, I'm Cecilia.
Cecilia.
I'll be there on Thursday.
Great. Good.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, you know what? It was real nice to meet you guys. It
Give,
wasn't what I
give my regards
expected.
to Homer
Homer,
Simpson.
So this
Mark
group
Simpson.
meets
oh,
only
yeah.
once a week,
People
right?
told me my voice
Yes.
sounds
Yeah.
like
Sundays
too.
at 3.
I was going to raise another issue, changing our
Okay, hey
meeting
guys,
time.
this was great.
Thanks.
Okay?
Thanks for coming
To
by.
when?
And I
Some
hope
evening
I'll
during the
see you
week, I
again.
find this
pleasure's
rather
ours.
less convenient.
Pardon?
No, I'm talking about personally. If it's more convenient for you, then we have to
Take care.
decide.
It's, yeah, I prefer to
got
meet
it.
during the day.
During the day on Sunday.
Well, it doesn't have to be Sunday. I just prefer
during-
the daytime to the evening.
Fine, so in which
I
case,
tend to run out of steam in the evening.
Afterwards, we'll go have
no, I
drinks.
understand.
And what?
I tend to run out of steam in the evening. You know, I run out of energy.
I'm an evening person.
Are you?
Yeah, she smells wonderful, vodka.
Oh, really? She was sauced.
The point is,
It's raining.
I find that we can create, conflicts of interest. I mean, we can create conflicts of interest for me. And during the week, I have a commitment for Wednesdays, and that's about it. I quit my other major working job.
Oh, you did?
What happened to Visions and Goals? Are they still meeting?
Talk to him. He's still there.
Are they still meeting?
Of course, they're meeting a few times a week.
Oh. What are you working on now?
Don't say we. They.
He's not with Visions and
I
Goals
sort of
anymore.
disengaged.
Because
But
they were working
Satid-
on some declaration of the 99% or,
No.
no, the statement of the Occupy Wall Street, right? Like some shit that they got turned down at the GA.
Correct. The
What was it
vision,
called?
the vision statement.
The vision statement.
we'll be
And everybody said, no, we don't need a vision. We don't even have any
No.
goals.
No, the goals after that.
Everybody,
Satie and I don't exactly agree on
Enough
it.
to
Let him answer.
They were blocked.
block it.
Oh, what happened Saturday night?
So we're wrapping it up.
You wanna do-
Yeah, just.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up.
Okay, did it work?
Okay, guys, we're not gonna meet like in 2 weeks.
Morality tally.
Fall to
Morality
week.
tally.
In the next week we don't meet.
So we meet on the 15th.
I may be in Washington on
Zola, 1 to
Saturday.
9. Okay, so we have one for Democrat.
Hopefully you don't come back.
Yep.
Oh, I'll come back and I'll tell you what we decided
One
about
for Libertarian.
ending
No, 2 for
corporate
Libertarian.
personhood
Yep.
and stuff.
One for working
Oh,
Nazi.
gosh.
The
Yep.
working Nazis. Is that what you said?
2 for independence.
Yep.
The working
One for
Nazi
Green.
party.
Yep.
Oh, there's no Working Families Party
One
in there?
for Ralph Nader.
Oh, yeah, there's
Did
no
we miss the
working
Working
family.
Families Party?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
they
did.
didn't. They're not on there actually.
Write-in, Ralph Nader write-in.
Yep.
The working
And one for the
Nazis
OWS.
party. Sorry, that's not funny,
So-
kids.
The Walking
IRB.
Dead Party?
The Walking Dead. No, that's the Democrats.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The Walking
That's the
Dead.
Democrats.
Let's see. Category 1,
Did you see what Jim Webb wrote about
independent is,
about his vote against
One.
ending
I mean,
tax
two.
subsidies for the oil industry? Jim Webb.
Yeah, from Virginia. What do you
Where are
say?
you from?
He said that,
Seems like
he
interesting.
didn't think that,
social one category? Oh,
That,
another
uh,
one is one for socialists
Yep.
and one for
that
WS.
taking subsidies away from the oil and gas industry and putting it towards alternative energy was a good idea, because he thinks the marketplace should be allowed to
One for
operate
lib.
on its own.
Libertarian.
Yep.
That's neoliberalism.
What?
No. Then take away
One
the
for conservative.
Then
subsidy.
take away the subsidies.
And
No.
fucking moron.
Is that what Obama said?
One for
No,
independent.
that's what Jim Webb
Yep.
said. I
Who's
thought,
Jim Webb?
and Democrat of
One for
Virginia.
what
I
state?
said, does he
But,
know?
Green.
Does
but,
he-
but if the markets are allowed to operate on their
category
own, that means
three.
there's no oversight.
That's not my
one for
point, though.
OWS.
That is the
He's
point.
you don't believe
That's not
in the
my
free
point.
market.
He's saying
Yeah.
he
The
wants to
contradiction-
keep, the contradiction is that he wants to keep the oil
One
through
for
tax
lib.
subsidies
Yep.
One
for
for
the oil,
green.
you're not even
Yep.
And
listening.
one for social.
Yep.
That's it.
Sorry.
Excellent.
I was watching a chick go down the stairs.
If the marketplace is going to operate on its own,
Approval.
then you
What
have to
was that?
take
That
away
was-
the tax
no, that was
subsidies
IRA.
for the oil and gas
Okay,
industry.
so now
That
we're
was the
gonna do
point. He took
approval.
he
I don't follow.
he justified his vote to continue the tax subsidies for the oil and gas industry by saying that he believes the
we're looking at
marketplace should be
approvals only,
allowed to
right?
operate on its
Okay,
own.
It's
That
a
makes no sense.
I only
contradiction.
recorded
That's-
approval.
It's complete hypocrisy.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But
To
the
you.
point of- the point of it, you shut up.
One for
let me
D?
speak,
Yep.
please. The point of it is, if you
What-
take
what is
away,
it?
if you
What is
allow the
this
markets to
S.
operate on their own,
Socialist.
that's exactly what we have now.
One.
You
And
don't
that's-
get it. Let me explain to you. The market
Four,
is
five for
the oil
social.
and gas industry has a lot of money, and there is a market for Congress people, and they can buy much of that market.
Five
That's
for
the
green.
market
Yep.
that we are talking about. Oil and gas
Right in
industry
for
being
T.
able to buy as
T.
many
Yep.
Congress
One.
people as
Yep.
they want, and that's
another party.
the free enterprise system.
Liberal.
Libertarian.
One,
And this is what you favor.
4.
Yep.
No, that's what
what's
Jim
another
Webb
party in
seems to
Independent.
favor.
Independent.
What is
One,
this?
2, 3, 4,
That's what
5.
Sati gave.
Yep.
Reading material for the ride home, or you're driving, you can't have
driving.
reading
Isaac,
material for the ride
Isaac,
home.
one for
Isaac.
Isaac.
Can I
one
make
for
this
Isaac.
call, please?
Okay,
Tim,
uh,
you're going to
one for
forward
Nazi
that,
Party.
Yep.
the working Nazi party? Is that what he said?
We got one for nobody.
Yep.
That's the,
People have a
Constitution
sense of
Party.
humor.
Hello.
are alcoholically
Yep.
challenged.
C or con.
One for Con. Oh,
She
two.
was,
Two for Con.
What's that?
she was sauced.
I'm sure it says
Did you
3
smell her?
here.
So you guys have
There's not one.
Oh, C.
separate
3.
Okay, perfect.
Google.
Well, that's
Did
what
you hear what I said?
Well,
We
let's see who won
should.
that
fruitcake
then.
We do
It's a
not,
tie
but
between
we have
Greens,
a
Socialists,
website.
and Independents.
Really?
Like we just told, and you can find
Okay,
us
what's the last one?
on
Range. It's gonna be a hard one.
NYCGA.
just
So
Google.
politics do not go reform.
But all groups have their own.
Well, it looks like
No.
the Green Party won, though.
All
Green Party
groups-
won?
Yeah.
Groups can have their
It's an
list,
umbrella.
but they are not required. This group decided that they don't want to.
All right, so let's
I
do green.
disagree,
Green is
but,
5,
who am I?
10.
So we could start maybe a Google group or Yahoo group.
I recommended
Twelve.
it, I moved it,
Cecilia
but I'm going to
opposed it.
postpone it to the next
What?
meeting.
16.
What?
No, I know,
21.
I wasn't saying what to you,
Okay,
yes,
you
that,
can
absolutely.
26.
Take my second.
31 for green.
I have 33 here.
I got cold.
5, 10.
Are you trying to find out what's happening?
There is
in
no.
March?
I didn't
let
record
me know.
anything here. I might have missed it. Well, it was pretty close.
Can you
Whoa,
find
the
out?
Socialist Party, look at that.
you
National
missed the green.
Socialist got a 5.
That'd be something for green.
Yeah.
If there
Oh,
are-
yeah, let's go
So we
there.
can look at the crowd
What's
that.
that?
GA at Carmen Plaza.
That was voter number.
Yeah.
The GA is happening at Carmen Plaza.
3.
G,
Three.
Oh, really?
on Sunday? It used to be on Saturday.
Yes,
Well,
at the
ID
even GA.
3.
But today there's special.
Green Party 5.
5 for voter
Carmen
ID.
Plaza in
3?
Brooklyn.
Or-
Yeah.
No, it's voter ID
Oh,
2.
voter ID
Well,
3.
Yeah, there's so many cute
Should be
little
a,
places around
five
there.
party,
Why-
three.
what do you think
I'm
about
not
it?
Three.
sure. Let me see.
So that was a.
Well, you'll pass,
That was the difference. So green is 3. We'll just put over here, green. Let's see what numbers match up. 13. Right.
So how do you find out from
Yeah, I'm going to
NYCGA?
yes.
It's cold.
I'm more for food.
Not that, it's cold outside.
Yeah, no, it's just down. That's not so cold, it's just down.
We are the only
No, but I
working
don't want
group
to
in
eat
here.
crappy food.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
We
because
are
we're
the
so
only working
dedicated.
group in here.
We're very dedicated.
All right,
Let's count these if we can.
no.
What do we do? One,
How did one vote for green? Maybe-
five.
And it's
Okay.
60th and 3rd?
Order
you are
two
Herman?
for green was five.
I know the place, I just want to make sure I've got the
Order
right,
three
it's
for
right
green
on
was
60th and
two.
3rd. Okay.
These
I'm
Two.
moving it.
Oh, you
Oh,
said
two.
that.
No,
What's
okay.
the
Okay.
name of this game?
All right, there we go.
I read the voter ID instead of the.
Okay. The Bull Moose won.
The Green Party won the
National
only
Socialist
one
Whigs
the only one with a
won.
clear winner is Green Party under range
The
voting
National
thus far. Is
Socialist
that it?
came in
That's all of them,
second.
right?
Cecilia is spelled
No,
What
yeah,
happened?
Okay, the rest of the other
parties?
C-Y.
Yeah.
My name?
Yeah.
C-E-C-E-L-I-A.
C.
C-E-L-I-A.
Okay.
C-E twice.
We did green. We did let's do independent.
Okay.
We've heard that one a million
Stefan.
times.
5. Yeah.
S-T-E-P-H-A-N.
What's that?
7.
that-
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, I should read it. It's my handwriting. Let's see. Here, you do this.
This is Tiny Tim.
OWS
We're doing independence on
officially
range.
endorses Ron Paul.
0.
What?
5,
OWS
6,
officially
7,
endorses Ron Paul.
8, 9, 10.
That
says that?
April Fool.
Yeah,
It's an April Fool day.
Oh, Jesus.
22.
Come on, people.
27.
NYCJ.
Okay.
Officially what?
Next.
It's
What today's day?
It's April
Officially
Fool's. Come on.
endorses
I always fall for it.
Dr. Ron Paul
I
for-
always
for
fall for it.
2012.
I don't
I
have
saw your
anything
reaction, so I had
ordered.
to say green.
Next one.
I
Okay.
would have wept
We'll say 0
openly.
for right
No, it took me a few seconds to say, what the hell
4,
happened?
I
7.
Walls
No,
are
but they know.
officially
But I know WS better.
Nine.
Therefore, some
I don't know
working
who
group
decide.
might have done it in the name of
General Assembly
OWS.
has agreed. Oh, that's a General Assembly.
15.
Yeah.
Officially endorsed
perfect.
the presidential.
Constitution Party.
April
Constitution
Fools.
Party.
For weird
0.
resignation,
Maybe
he can
Oh,
2.
Jesus Christ.
Zero.
All those
we
people
needed-
screaming about no
Zero.
politician.
5.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
They do.
Republican.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do very well. 0.
They did.
All right,
1.
can I go?
1.
Am I excused?
1.
You're dismissed.
So what are we doing about our next meeting
We're going to have it at St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Right.
on Easter Sunday?
Easter
Right.
Sunday.
I can, do
Hey,
we want to
the
meet a different day?
name?
I would like to make it a different day.
Well, next Saturday, I want to go to the Zeitgeist.
Who wants to go around? Okay, let's finish this. I'm
Let's
sorry.
have drinks, what?
Yeah, drinks. That's but that's afterwards. I was gonna say who has time? We can go for another round of experiments with the real people.
There's nobody in the park.
I
They're
have
marching.
to
Nobody
meet
having a GA
somebody.
in Brooklyn.
I'm meeting
You
somebody.
want to go to Brooklyn?
Cadman Plaza.
I'm asking. It's just a question.
I can't go to Brooklyn. I mean,
I'm going to
I could go
Brooklyn,
hang out in Liberty
drop you
Plaza
off.
for like another half an hour, or an hour.
I may walk with you for a few minutes, but
All right, so
I want to go
I
back.
interrupted.
But we're talking about the next meeting.
Yeah,
next
let's-
meeting.
You want to just take the weekend off?
You
'Cause
don't have it here. You have to make
Next
go
weekend,
to
we are
live
not meeting,
streams.
yeah?
We're not,
We could
Next Sunday because of the
join
holidays.
in some costumes.
is there a town square, the meeting
On the
after,
fifth-
Sunday after
fifth
that?
Of course, I don't care about holidays.
Easter
I'm not
parade?
into the holiday, but I
Fishing
mean, I'm okay
expedition.
to meet if you
Union
guys
Square
want to meet.
fishing
You're the only one
expedition.
that's.
I'm gonna be on Long Island. I can't come that day, but you got. I mean, you don't
That
have to.
Saturday's
Today at
bad
5
for
o'clock,
me.
Fishing
Oh, let's take a
expedition.
weekend, I guess.
What is fishing?
We'll meet in 2 weeks.
Fishing, how to fish, how to caught fishes.
Madeline Albright was supposed to facilitate today.
Yeah, well, Bill Clinton was supposed to be here 2 weeks ago. What happened to
All right,
that?
so
He went to the wrong
Really?
park.
since we have a voting platform
Assembly en
that
español.
appears to be working, do we want to actually do an experiment
Hell yeah.
before
Yes, I saw it
our
in the
next
news.
meeting?
Yeah.
They open
I
Do we
would
want
get,
to
I would get,
get
I
on
would
a
get
day
together.
that
full
we
subway
don't meet?
system and
Thursday?
they said it's free. People get it.
At the park.
Yeah, but they were
They have
saying
GA
that
there
some people
Thursday,
have
so
been
that would be a
discussed.
good.
Before the
I've got
GA,
something Thursday. I've got the town hall.
Yeah, we did the debate of directive.
I mean, you guys can meet. I
the
just can't meet.
interface, by the way, in some ways, if you
Whatever happens
observe,
then is him. If it's good, it's
it's
him. If something else,
still-
it's
If
him.
the weather's good.
It's a diversity of
is
facts.
still not,
People are
is
autonomous.
insufficiently
They can do that if they choose to.
transparent. Like how to navigate through the interface.
Elderly
If you saw
gathering,
me,
What was
some
the
makes
outcome?
us-
I was not so
At 2
cool
p.m.
in
It seemed
navigating
to track
through it, and I was
Members
being
come out,
helped.
yeah,
Everything.
But women were being helped much more
One at
than
2
I
p.m.
was. So,
Well, she was
Alternative
drunk.
banking meeting.
what?
She was drunk.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sure,
political
thank you.
and
She's
electoral
looking for
reform
healthcare for the
meeting.
99%. I find that so
but
ironic.
even I had,
Yeah, she smelled about.
then that, short reason for increased dysfunction.
I think there's going to be a problem with, because there's going to be, not everyone is going to have ever used an iPad touchscreen
their
before.
meetings at 4 o'clock.
So
So
that is something
that's
that we can't
Healthcare for the
control.
9 meeting.
No, we cannot.
All right,
But we
guys, I
can
have to
have
run, I'm sorry.
something like
So-
a 2-minute interface.
Are you familiar with an iPad? Yeah.
All right, yeah, just let me know. I mean,
I
my
never used
schedule's
an iPad
pretty-
before.
pretty
That's-
Exactly,
flexible,
yeah.
but, you know,
Exactly.
if I can't make it, I can't make it. I'll try to make it.
Okay,
I would like to be there if I can.
okay.
All right, bye.
See you.
So assume that nobody used an iPad before, and therefore minimize the,
They
for
need to
one
tell them.
problem that I was like studying. Okay? By the way, when I sit with my wife on the computer and we do work and I try to help her, I get very frustrated. Don't you understand where you should click?
Yeah, I know.
Why are you, come on. I say highlight something. She highlight. Do I always have to use the control? Most of it.
So did you find it difficult to use?
What I found was navigation. For instance,
Are we done?
starting, okay? Starting, for instance.
Any announcements?
When I get that dialog box,
Anybody have any
I didn't know
announcements?
what to do. There was nothing.
I don't know if anybody's interested. Next Saturday, there's a Zeitgeist meeting. If anybody are interested.
What's that guy?
It's, they were trying to,
Can you,
George, you know about
the text inside the dialogue box? Text, the instructions
experimenting or
text?
exploring
Okay.
alternative.
What about maybe make that, is it possible to
governing
make that
methods
bigger and maybe make it bold?
to the one.
The
Go
issue
on
is not
the-
with
on
the
the internet.
dialog box.
Inside the
I knew it was the dialog box, but